Hey guys, what's up? Today we're on Blackheart's Bay. Let me turn off my volume real quick. There we go. Playing as the infamous Deer Lady. Personally, I love Lunara. Let's see. Alright, so let's get into it. Your passive, Nature's Toxin. Whenever you deal damage to a hero with either your auto attacks or one of your abilities, they get a poison for 3 seconds over them. That stacks for up to 9 seconds. The damage does the stack itself, it's always the same, just the duration. Her Q is a small, decent radius damage that also applies your toxin. You can press your W, it will slow them for 40% of decaying over 3 seconds. This is your Q. The little flowers, small AoE, good range. And your E is your Wisp. This thing lasts for 45 seconds. You can relocate it. Can I talk about my talents now? That'd be nice. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. We pick up a first kill on KT there. That's pretty good. Alright, so Lunara's talents are kind of weird. She doesn't have a solid build. Most heroes usually have 1 or 2 builds. Lunara doesn't. So most of her talents are either situational, highly situational, or just to taste. Level 1 we have Blossom Swell. It increases your Q radius by 20%. It's pretty nice, pretty good. Helps you land it a lot more. Lunara is a great poke hero, and that extra radius helps a lot. You have Photosynthesis. Whenever you use your W, the one that adds an extra stack and slows them, you get mana 4 per target, up to 40. I don't know, I don't like it. Lunara doesn't have mana problems really, so she doesn't need it. Nature's Perspective, any hero hit by your passive is also revealed. Great counter to stealthies, to bushes, to anything. Personally, I took it here because on Blackheart's Bay, people tend to roam a lot, go in those bushes and get out of sight. We're not great at chasing with her slow. Let's see if I can kill him with... No, his shield's not gonna... I tried. And your 4th one is Cruel Spores. Whenever you use your W and it only hits minions and mercenaries, it gives cooldown back, as well as its cooldown is reduced by a lot. It's really good if you're like murking a lot and shit, but that's not Lunara's strength, so I feel like it's a waste to take it. But in combination with a couple other talents, you can cheese it pretty good. You can have a permanent heal up, for example. Alright, level 4 is a talent tree that alters your wisps. I haven't really decided which one to take yet. All 4 of them are pretty much good, but there's a couple ones that are way better. With what they have, I'm just gonna go with Dividing Wisp. Whenever you use your wisp, whenever you use your after using it to relocate it, it just makes it clone it where it is, so you can have 2 wisps up. The other talents are Nimble Wisp, which increases its movement speed by 100%, makes it a lot better, and also makes it give more vision. You have Time Loss Wisp. It costs no mana and has no cooldown, and its cooldown is greatly reduced when you don't have a wisp up, but it's on cooldown. It's okay. I mean, It's just that you're pretty much always gonna have your wisp up, and even if you don't, you're not really gonna need it. It's not the main focus of her kit. And then you have Skybound Wisp. That one's really good too. When your wisp dies, it reveals the area around her for 4 seconds. It's good, especially on like Immortal and stuff, where you can just send it into them to scout it and get some vision on it. It's good on Blackheart's Bay, where you can like put it on a boss and check it, and if they take it, you still have some reveal on them. Let's see if we can take her. So Lunara's biggest damage is her passive, so that's what I'm trying to do. Get my poison up on as many people as I can. Alright, at level 7, this is a pretty good tier. You have Siphon and Toxin. It's bad. Don't take it. Whenever you have your passive on a target, you heal for 25 a second at level 8. I don't know. Maybe a quick match if you don't have a healer and you really need it, but you know, in combination with Cruel Spores, you can throw it on a mercenary camp. You can just spam your W and always have a free heal, kind of. Yeah. Looks like we're fighting down there. Photosynthesis, your Q, no, your W, it restores mana. And then you have Splintered Spear, which is my favorite. Whenever you use your Q, your next auto attack spreads. It hits 4 targets near to it. It's really great at spreading your passive. Get a lot of value out of that, especially since your passive is your main source of damage. Yeah, oh, I forgot Wild Vigor. Oh, that, I just explained that wrong. It doesn't give you mana. It's whenever you use your W, your next 4 basic attacks do 50% more damage. It's usually what people take. I don't really like it. Try to make sure W a little bit of a damage cooldown, but I don't know. Her basic attacks aren't that strong, so taking it is meh. It's not that strong. And you have Nature's Culling. Your poison does 150% extra damage to non-heroes. Oh boy, they have 10. Like, it's great on Immortals, Shredding, Punishers, all the works. Ooh. Alright, so Lunara's heroics, one of them is Dive, which is the one that I took. Leaping Strike, you leap over a target, and as long as you leapt, you're on the other side of the hero. Has 2 charges, 20-second cooldown on each. Does a lot of damage. Right now it does 400 damage. If you do 2 of them on a hero, that's 800 damage pretty much instantly, and it has a mini slow. The mini slow is not to be underestimated. It's actually pretty decent. And the other one is Thornwood Vine, which is a long vine skill shot. It's pretty thin, but it does a little bit of damage to everyone on the line, and of course does your poison, which is great for poking. Again, Immortals, poking the Immortal, they're defending it heavy. It has a long range, like from here it goes around to here, maybe, almost to the bush. So again, both heroics are just as viable. They're just as good. It's just preference as well as situations. You're not always going to take one, even if you like the other one the most. Personally, I just prefer leaping strike because it gives you that extra damage, and you can do stuff like this. Just hard engage. Oh, I got silenced. Oh boy, I can't see anything. It also helps you get out of sticky situations or engage. Oh crap, I clicked on the map. Oh crap. Yeah, Lunara has good poke, good sustained damage, and later on also decent burst. Your leaping strike also gives you a good burst as well as a lot of mobility. Makes Lunara pretty hard to catch. And with her slow, she's also really good at kiting. Lunara's weakness is pretty much healers. Like, healers make her poison pretty useless, especially a Brightwing. But, I don't know, I feel like even with a healer like that, they're gonna heal all your damage, but then any other damage that they take doesn't go through. I mean, it goes through because all the healing is being used on your fucking poison. Alright, level 13. Oh boy, why me? This is really dangerous for Lunara to get poisoned. Can't catch me. Oh, maybe you can. Oh, this side we can still see where they are. So, okay, Brightwing's dead. And they can't escape because of my poison and the float. Great at chasing, not great at clearing. Well, she has some, but yeah, I got a lot of coins. Alright, level 13, you have Pestering Blossom. The range on your Q is increased by 50%. It's good. It's really good, especially against like a Hammer, a Chromie, people that you either can't engage on or you need a lot of range to deal with. Unfair advantage. Whenever a hero that's poisoned by you is slowed, your poison does 50% more damage. My favorite, in combination with Splintered Spear, where it spreads, and then your W, you get a lot of value out of it. And because we have Muradin as well as Diablo for the slows. Got plenty of slows to get a lot of extra value out of that. You have a Giant Killer, just your normal Giant Killer. It's decent on Lunara, it's not that great. She doesn't have an insane attack speed. She doesn't have an attack speed steroid either until level 16. But even then, I personally don't like it. It is the communal better choice, but personally I'm not a big fan of it. And then you have Greater Spell Shield. It is indeed a Greater Spell Shield. It's 75% instead of 50. That's pretty much the only difference. It's just better. I don't know if the cooldown is lower too at 30 seconds. I don't know if it's normally 45 or 30. Not sure, but you know, it's good against a KT or something if you're getting stomped by it, but we're not really, so I'm gonna defend this boss though. Level 16, my favorite is Choking Pollen. Whenever you use your Q on something that has already been poisoned, it does 125% extra damage. With it, you can have insane bursts. 600, 500, 500. Boom, that's almost 1700 damage. Level 16 burst. Plus it's Q, and it has a rather short cooldown. You usually get it off a couple times in a fight, and with the Splintering Spear, everyone is usually poisoned when you have this. Choose a kill before combat, so it's off cooldown and you do have the spread right away. Why did she stim me just as... KT is dead. Pick up the coin. Go around and see. Something here.
Angus. Angus. What? Angus, where?
What happened there? And her other talents, whenever you use your W, your range is increased by 2.75, which is 50%, 60%, 40%, something like that. Yeah, that's alright, but Lunara doesn't need that range, so. Then you have, whenever you use your W, you have 50% attack speed at level 6, combined with Giant Killer. It's good. It's good. Got a lot of value out of that. They're fighting without me. That's not a good choice. And then you have Let Them Wither. Your W slow is now at 50% and it does not fade. God. Oh damn, still have leap. Well, that's... Well, since we're not gonna see level 20, might as well go over it. Forest Wrath, extra range, extra speed, and extra radiant radius. It's really good. Makes it a lot better. Boundless Strike, 20-second cooldown now gives all your charges, and you can use it on allies. I didn't get to the other two. Go over the quick match real quick so I can talk about those.
Can you guys not go 3 DPS?
Alright. You have your Z, your passive. You usually have 20% movement speed. Now you can activate it for 80% for 6 seconds. It's pretty good if you need to get out of sticky situations, you keep getting caught and all that kind of stuff, but otherwise I'd say either the other ones are better. Then you have Abolish Magic. You can dispel all damage over time and disabling effects from you, as well as Lunara.
No, we have a...
And then, for 2 seconds after, duration of them are reduced by 50%. It's just a good... You have the only assassin with a cleanse. So, at level 1, I took Natural Perspective for the extra duration. Then I took Dividing Wisp so I can have Vision over 2 points for mercenary counts as well as the turn-in. Then I took Splinter Spear so I could spread my poison and get more overall damage off. Leaping Strike so I can help finish and help diving with the tanks and take care of KT and Brightwing. Then I took Unfair Advantage because we had a lot of slows on our team. Then I took Choking Pollen because of the extra burst that we needed, because all we had was sustained damage, so we really needed that burst instead of the attack speed. Then at level 20 I would have taken Boundless Strike. And there you have it. That's how I play Lunara. Take care, guys.